after talking about Sydney Sweetney, which was great, I think that was a good segue to that one. So we can actually talk about something happy. Let's go ahead and talk about something that's upsetting again. All right, Grae, you ready? This is from the New York Post. Son of original Snow White director bashes Disney's woke pathetic remake. Did you hear about this?
I've seen headlines, but I didn't read the contents. But yeah, I imagine.
Yeah, it's like I believe he's like super old though. I'm pretty sure if it's his son, like I'm pretty sure you're like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
relic, right?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Let's see. Yo, wonky man. I'm English, but today I will support Double Drag. Yes, that's what the stream is gonna be called now. Double
Double
Drag.
Dragon.
Oh shit, man. That's actually really funny. But yo, thank you so much for the 2. Thank you. All right. The son of the original Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs director has bashed Disney's forthcoming live action remake of the film as a pathetic do over that would have his father and Walt Disney turning in their graves. David Hand, whose father by the same name directed the beloved fairy tale animation that was released in 1937, told the Telegraph that Walt Disney Studios' upcoming adaptation, which has already been blasted for being politically correct after leaked images showed the Seven Dwarfs reimagined as magical creatures of all sizes and genders, is insulting and woke. Damn. Like, I wonder if like the token estate thinks the same thing for like the Rings of
Power.
Power, right?
Yeah. But I think for Tolkien, one of his sons, I think, is taking it for granted, if I'm not mistaken, as per the bigger content creators on YouTube are saying. But here, I believe, yeah, they're pretty much more consistent for the Snow White issue.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Let's see. Let's continue. I mean, it's a whole different concept, and I just totally disagree with it. And I know my dad and Walt would also very much disagree with it. He told the Telegraph, studio bosses have destroyed his father's creation. Set 91-year-old. Holy God, this guy is ancient.
Yeah.
Oh man, but the fact that you have someone who's 91-year-old who has more common sense than a lot of people in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
It's because this guy is ruining your dad's legacy. It's ruining Disney's legacy.
Yeah,
And
Walt Disney in particular. I believe Snow
yeah,
White is the animated series that took Disney in particular to the limelight.
exactly.
I believe,
It's the
I believe Snow White.
first. It was the first feature film, animated film that was in color as well. So it was really, really big, and it was huge. This was their like penultimate thing that they created back in the day that rose Disney to what it is today. Without Snow White, none of the Disney stuff would have happened. All right, let's continue. Let's see. The Mouse's House is a modern take on animated original, which was based on the 1812 Brothers Grimm fairy tale. We'll see a character named Jonathan in the place of Prince Charming, 22-year-old Hispanic actress Rachel Zegler as Snow White, and the dwarves that Disney has said to avoid reinforcing stereotypes. There has also been rumors that Disney has ditched the film's classic song, Someday My Prince Will Come. Oh my God, that song is iconic, dude. It's like, holy shit, man. When Rachel Zegler literally said males having a prince stalking the princess, or stalking Snow White, it's like, that's not what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, you ate the apple, you got poisoned, he saved your ass.
Yeah.
He didn't stalk you. Get the fuck out of here, man. Holy shit, the audacity. Get the shit out of here, dude. Let's see. In the modern day take on the fairy tale, a character named Jonathan will replace Prince Charming, and the dwarfs will avoid reinforcing stereotypes, Disney has said. So this is the original right over here. I think it's pathetic that people feel that way. These are art forms in the world of film today, Han said of the updates, which he predicts will make young viewers, especially those who have never seen the original, misunderstand the film. Meanwhile, her successor as the titular I think I said it wrong. Titular character Zegler has blasted the original storyline as being extremely outdated, with a prince whose behavior is similar of that of a stalker. The original cartoon came out in 1937 and is very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird, weird, she said during a red carpet interview with entertainment news outlet Extra TV. So we didn't do that this time, she said. Zegler, who made her film debut as Maria in Steven Spielberg's 2021 remake of West Side Story, defended the changes to an upcoming Snow White, which sparked fierce criticism from Disney fans, including the Game of Thrones actor Peter Dinklage, who has dwarfism, and bashed the film early on for its portrayal of the disability. Look, if you think dwarfism is a disability, yo, that sounds like a fucking personal problem, man.
Yeah.
Look, we talked about this at length before.
Yeah.
You're the most privileged dwarf in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? There is no bigger midget than you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Mini-Me, but he passed away already. Right? Maybe Wee Man, he's still alive and he laughs at that shit and stuff like that. But other than that, a lot of the folks in Hollywood who have dwarfism, like the biggest name is Peter Dinklage. No other character. Maybe the one from The Witcher, Blood Origin. Maybe she's gonna be like the new Peter Dinklage. I don't know. Oh shit. Let's see. People are making these jokes about ours being people in a PC Snow White. Whereas like, yeah, it's because it needed that. So that's back then. The upcoming remake of the written by Barbie director Greta Gerwig was directed by Mark Webb. The post has sought comment from Disney. Let's see. Han told the Telegraph that his father's creation, which when adjusted to for inflation, remains one of the Disney's highest grossing films, making $997 million at the domestic box office. The original film was done with good taste when it was written, and I disagree with this whole new concept, but I know Disney's getting into that mode. Hand, who also worked as a designer at Disney himself in the 90s, also called it a disgrace that Disney is trying to do something new with something that has such a great success earlier. Yeah, it's like, if something works, why would you have to...
Don't fix what isn't broken.
Yeah, it's like, oh, the wheel is circle. It's a round circle. I'm going to make one that's a fucking triangle because I'm fucking crazy like that. It's like, are you crazy, man?
Mm-hmm.
You're freaking crazy. Let's see. They changed the stories. They changed the thought processes of the characters. They just aren't the original stories anymore. They're making up a new woke things that I'm just not that into. Sorry, I'm not into any of that, he told the Telegraph. I find it quite frankly a bit insulting that they may have done with some of the classic films. There's no respect for what Disney did and what my dad did. I think Walt and he will be turning in their graves. Han's father worked as an animator for Walt Disney Productions for decades, creating a slew of Disney shorts in the 1930s before serving as the supervising director of the original Snow White and Bambi animations, which debuted 1937 and 1942, respectively. However, as the films approached their centennial anniversary, Han told the Telegraph that studio bosses should be coming up with new film ideas rather than reimagining old hits. They shouldn't be taking classics and rewriting it in their own image. Pick on something else. Create new characters. If you're going to do this, but don't destroy... if you're going to do this, right, and don't destroy or try to destroy something that is a classic and is a beautiful piece. Yeah, sorry. I have a terrible English anyways. But yeah, that's basically it, man. How do you feel about this, dude? How do you feel about...
Yeah, he's pretty much spot on. He's pretty much said everything we've been regurgitating for the longest time. And if I were Rachel Ziegler, it's like if I get that role, a really prominent role. Let's say you really don't like the source material, even though you chose to get the role anyway because of the how lucrative it is.
Mm-hmm.
Would it hurt to pretend that you actually like it? I mean, just for the sake of fulfilling your job, right? Just to make sure that the movie does well. At least freaking pretend that you like the thing, not go brazenly say that, oh, this thing that I'm working for, it's actually garbage. It's actually a piece of shit. It's like imagine it's like I work for one food brand and I'm conducting a free taste in a supermarket. Then
Mhm.
you suddenly come up to me. I say, "Hey, Phil, you want to eat this piece of shit?" Because I think it's actually a piece of shit. It's like that's what she's doing, man. That's what she's doing in her role, right? That's the equivalent. I think it's a piece of shit because like when I tried it out, it tastes kind of weird. That's the equivalent of what she's doing. That and you and Snow White of all things, one of the pioneers of Disney. Like if it was, I think she'd get less backlash if it was like a later IP of Disney where Disney was
Yeah.
already well known. But this is like one of their biggest. That's where it all began, and she's being like that too. It's like I don't know. The old Disney would have laid her off and just delayed the film. Like
Absolutely.
get someone else, recast actual dwarves. But yeah, this is the Disney today. A total disaster.
Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.